Hi, I'm Wes Ullman. I was the mayor of Seattle from 1970 to 1978. People often ask me, what were your greatest challenges? What were your greatest problems? Well, my probably greatest problem happened just after I was sworn into office within the first month, when I received a call on a Friday, late on a Friday afternoon, from T. Wilson. T. Wilson was the CEO of the Boeing company, and he had supported my opponent in the election. So I didn't expect a call from him, but he said, Mr. Mayor, I have a very important announcement to make on Monday for the Boeing company, which will affect you, affect the city of Seattle. And he said, you should be prepared to respond. He said, I'll have some people down from Boeing to brief you on Monday. I said, well, Mr. Wilson, what's this about? He said, I can't tell you. So all weekend, we wondered what was so important. And then the following Monday, the Boeing company announced that they'd be laying off most of their workforce. They had 103,000 employees. They finally wound up at 39,000. It absolutely devastated the city of Seattle and its economy. Famous billboard, well, the last person to leave Seattle. But you see, there was a different issue than today. Today we have Microsoft, we have Amazon, we have all of the other companies and engines for our economy. At that time, the Boeing company was the only show in town. It was the only economic engine. So it really affected us. We had 25% unemployment rate in the city of Seattle at the very height of this Boeing depression. Well, the Boeing company took a tremendous risk in doing the SST. And so with risks come rewards sometimes come bad things. This was a bad thing. It took us really 2 years to climb out of this thing. And even then, it took a long time to really recover and to have a viable economic base, because we couldn't do other things. Almost 60% of our tax base in Seattle, things we pay for, all of the good things, all the social services, it's paid for a strong downtown, for a strong employment base, where people can spend their money and pay sales tax. Well, 40 years later, I look around the city. The tallest building in the city was the Smith Tower when I took office. The city is a different place, and I'm really pleased to see, actually proud to be a part of that transition from a fairly sleepy town. We didn't have an arts program. We started the first arts program. Downtown free transit. We started the downtown free transit. All of these things. The tree planting. We planted 10,000 trees. And this was the kind of a renaissance time for Seattle, and I'm very pleased to be a part of it.
You know what else it did too was grunge music. If you look at the timelines, the Boeing bust of '71 set the economic template that I think may have affected the music template or imprint of Seattle itself within the people who were involved in the grunge scene when it was popular. Were younger kids or grew up in the time period of the Seattle bust instead of the Seattle boom, which may have affected the cultural the cultural style of grunge itself, possibly. Anyway, so you got another industry out of it, right?